tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
We're the best! Hello, everyone, and welcome to America's Got Talent After Show right here at AFTERBUZZ TV. I am the sane one on this panel. I am Kaori Takee, and you can follow me at KAORIOUS, and you can send over your comments, questions, and all that AGT good stuff at hashtag ABTVAGT.
Boom.
Little confusing. And next to me, I've got who?
I am Daniel Weiss, and you can follow me at Kaorius on Twitter.
The more the merrier.
K-A something 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 Orius.
Right there, or right down here, probably his lower third has it. And next to you, we have a lovely newcomer.
Yes, I'm Cameron Penny, and tonight I'm popping
CP
my
on your whip bag.
AfterBuzz cherry tonight, and thank you guys for having me. And my Twitter is at Yotown Music, at Yotown Music, YOTOWN, music with an S.
And next to you,
That's Suit and Tie himself.
Yeah, there you go, suit and tie, but I'm not wearing the suit and tie tonight. I am wearing a custom-made leather jacket courtesy of Ross. And I'm not popping cherries tonight, but I am happy to be here for my, I guess, 28th or 29th episode of AGT. And I'm Kevin John. You can follow me on Twitter or on Instagram at HeyKevinJohn, or on my website, iskevinjohn.com. I'm so excited to be here with you.
I do want to
I'm so
know, though,
scared.
where's the suit and tie reference coming from?
Well, you know, we're all in LA trying to make it, and you watch a lot of late night TV, and this commercial comes on.
And
this
Cinemax
guy.
comes on.
Yeah,
And
yeah, between Cinemax
you
and Jimmy
see
Kimmel.
Kevin John
So, yes, I was
walking in going, "Hello, Olivia."
Actually, Daniel,
I
My
don't
pants
want to
fell
see
off.
that.
Actually,
no.
Daniel, before we started, you were just talking about some movies that you were known for doing in the.
Oh, yeah.
That's very
in the
true.
early
If you
90s,
check out
yeah,
my
like-
IMDb, you can check out I've been in some movies. The worst year of my life is streaming right now. You can check that out. Best Picture, a comedy featuring a lot of superstars.
And I
from
guess,
UCBs on Netflix. So yes, I have been in some films. Thanks for
Yeah,
bringing that up.
Vaseline and what was it called?
I think you said the Sausage Fest Part 2.
The Sausage Fest, yeah.
So all
So
four,
to Kevin and Cameron, it's funny to make fun of people for their sexual orientation.
Oh,
oh,
okay. So
my Lanta.
Follow up.
this was probably the best show I've seen on After.
This is gonna be an amazing show.
Right, I will.
Daniel,
You're ready for the ride of this
Yes, 'cause
craziness?
I know I got one coming.
By the way, guys,
I
speaking of
got
sexual
one coming.
orientation, if there's one thing I've learned this week, be who you are.
Right.
Caitlyn Jenner came out to the world and
Yes.
showed the world it's okay to be you. Even if you have an inner female inside of you,
Yes.
embrace it.
Yes, I
And be
think-
it.
Yes.
Daniel, you hear that?
Sure.
My inner female's been coming out of my head for years. Look at my hair. I'm delightful.
Well, look,
Does
guys.
your wife know that?
Look, guys,
Yes.
we wanted to thank you guys so much for always tuning into AfterBuzz TV and over how many
And we'll see you
after
later.
shows we have. No, but I wanted to ask you guys if you guys can stop over at podcast1.com. There's a little survey there so we can improve, make things better, tell them to stop making me crazy over here every hour, weekly hour, whatever. So go to podcast1.com, take a survey. It only takes 3 minutes so we can improve, and you can drop off those comments, feel sorry for me, or feel sorry for them for dealing with me being so quiet. I don't know.
And
However
then
you wanna
next
do it. So
summer,
just
you
join
can
us.
check out podcast2.com. The sequel.
Oh my Lanta. So no, it is podcast1.com. All right, guys. So let's get into the after show and the show itself. But overall,
All right, let's start the show.
Overall-
AfterBuzz TV.
overall thoughts of this audition round.
I think the theme song that we came into tonight said it all. For those of you guys that missed it, it was "You're the Best" from the Karate Kid. Thank you, Daniel.
You're welcome.
And I think that pretty much explains it. I've watched a lot of episodes with you guys, obviously, the last few years.
Yes.
This Heads Down was probably the best episode I've seen. And when I
Heads
say
down,
the
like
best,
Kevin said.
as far as talent that was displayed, I was in shock. And I know we're going to go through and talk about these, so I don't want to talk too much, but thoroughly thoroughly impressed.
Implored? Sure.
Thoroughly
You're
implored.
thoroughly implored.
All right.
Yes, couple of
All right, cool. All right.
Great show. I didn't get the chance to see the first one. I seen it online, but the second one was great. It was exciting. I couldn't deal with the regurgitator.
He's
And the guy with the milk in his eyeballs, I had to kind of turn the channel on those ones. But overall, great talent. I love the show.
All right. Okay, Daniel.
I thought it was fantastic. Everyone was really good. There were only a couple people that we all obviously were like, oh, but there's nobody that I disagreed with the judges, if I can recall. I might recall differently as we're going through them.
Well, I'm still traumatized by the cuddler from last episode.
Well, we don't have to talk about her.
Good. So let's not talk.
Or your
and move
lack of
on.
privacy.
Okay, I have to go back and watch.
I do need a cuddle though. So.
You do?
Well, that's why
you
you're
got a
sitting
new
next to
friend.
Cameron.
That's why, you know.
I knew there was a reason we brought him on here.
My color
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing.
There's nothing
And
wrong
we're
with affection with a man and a man.
Exactly,
It's
bro.
okay. It's
Be
okay.
who you are.
Come
I never
on.
said there
Overall
wasn't.
thoughts, I thought that about 3 or 4 of the performances were probably the best I've seen in the audition rounds. And I think we have probably seen, this is a probably prediction, but we might have seen the possible winner of season 10.
And who do you
The
think that is?
regurgitator.
Who is that?
I think it's the last people, but we're going to talk about them.
Okay,
that's
I
a
wanna-
bold prediction. But yeah, let's go.
And
Let's
Howie
go.
Mandel also possibly predicted that. But
Okay.
let's do this. Let's do first
All right.
audition, DM Nation. They're these girls, and I was a little skeptical, but they are badass, great dancers. I was digging this. What
Talk
do you guys
about
think?
paying homage to Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation.
Yeah.
That was what I saw. They came out with the hats down low, all black. I was just feeling Janet. By the way, shout out to Janet because she's about to go on tour.
50 years old.
Amen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really was blown away because we've seen a lot of dancers on here, but they were in unison, they were passionate, they were excited, and man, they cut a rug.
Cut a rug. Okay.
They pulled a great move too, because I thought the same thing at first. I was like, okay, they're whatever, but then they got better and better, and the weird like carousel thing that they did when
Oh
they
my
got in a
God.
circle and started moving around each other, I thought that was awesome. Well done to them.
Yes, I agree.
Their music was hype. I still think they was a little cheerleady 1-2, stiff in it. Was a movie with Kirsten Dunst. They was still
Bring it on.
Spider-Man.
That was how it should be, right?
I mean, it was a little that, but like he said, when they got in unison and was able to integrate their dancing, I love that part as well. So I'll give them thumbs up.
And they were
good.
they had a lot of precision too. That's what I think. I think that,
Absolutely.
they would just fit really well, and the music was great, and I didn't expect them to be as good as as they were.
They kept my attention.
It was.
Yeah, that when they were hot too, that helps. Maybe not for Kevin John, but for
I mean, they was all white girls.
Actually,
All white girls and all black.
way to go racist with it, but
all
I'm
black,
confused right
all
now.
black at the white shows.
I know,
That's
we
the-
don't
that's
get-
the-
we
Hold
don't
on.
oh, suit and tie
Can I
reference.
get the
That is
check,
right,
please?
suit and tie reference.
Yeah, it's a suit and tie.
Table 3, can we get the check, please? Thank you.
Oh my
It was a
god!
suit
Sorry,
and tie
continue.
reference.
I got it.
All right, but let's talk about the next act. We have Wayne
No,
Hoffman.
we don't want dessert. Thank you.
Hey,
Just the check.
hey, we're in a studio. We're not at a restaurant. Just
They
letting
don't
you know.
know that.
I'm letting everyone know.
This was a restaurant, Daniel. I would order you a shaver on the rocks. Go ahead.
It's Wayne Hoffman.
I would order you a glass of shut up, Kevin.
Wayne Hoffman, fellas. Wayne Hoffman,
funny.
the mentalist. Again, Howie is the one that gets asked to get on stage. Basically, there's a solid piece of metal, and they can't see through it. And then he covers himself with this metal blindfold. And then there's 3 firecrackers. There's 2 duds and 1 that actually is a firecracker. And the guy puts 2 duds in his mouth, and well, that is what happened. I mean, right? Am I wrong?
Yes,
Am I
but
wrong?
There was a comment I wanted to make to you, but I decided not to.
But yeah, it's basically he predicts which firecracker is, the firecracker.
Go ahead, Cam.
Oh man.
Did you just call him Kevin?
Yeah,
I
you
said
did.
Cameron.
Kevin?
I said Cameron. Yeah, he heard
Go
me
ahead,
say
Kevin.
Cameron.
To Kevin, everyone else
They
is
just,
named
just trying to
Kevin.
be silly.
Make sure y'all follow
So,
me. I hate
Asian
Kevin.
Kevin,
John.
what do you think?
I don't know, Jewish Kevin.
Well, I am.
But we'll ask.
I mean, it was very suspenseful. Even though NBC wasn't gonna let nobody blow up on national television, it was still interesting enough to keep it on to see what would happen. So
I got scared for a second.
yeah, there was moments of when you had to clench your butt cheeks, like
Okay, from clenching your butt cheeks to maybe extremely a nail biter. I think that the thing with show when they incorporate the judges and stuff, kind of like they did. The thing that I'm always very skeptical, and I'm always very, it takes a lot for me to really agree or believe what I'm seeing. So you don't know if maybe something behind the scenes is going on, if one of the judges like spoke with him beforehand and said, make sure you take this one and stuff like that. You just don't know. I'm very skeptical when it comes to this. So I thought for what it was worth, it was great because everybody was on the biting their nails or squeezing their butt cheeks before it happened.
Yes, exactly.
It was good, but I wasn't wowed by it. But it was good.
Okay, all right. Well, I think he was good. It was more like a magic trick than a mentalist trick to me.
Yeah, I want to see his next trick.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's fine. You.
No, me. Thank you.
Yeah.
You. I thought my name is Daniel. By the way, you've known me now for 3 years.
That's why I can call you you.
That's racist. Anyway, I thought that same thing. It
Daniel
was good.
Yu.
It wasn't amazing.
Like,
Daniel
no.
Yu. It's my university that I'm building in Georgia. It's
That's racist.
You're racist.
Georgia's like the most racist state of all.
All right, go. Let's just do this. We gotta move on.
I thought that he was good. Again, he wasn't great. I told Kevin that I think I know what's going to happen, and it didn't happen the way I thought it was.
What
It
did you
wasn't
think was gonna
predictable.
happen?
I thought that he was going to throw the third one in the trash can, light it, throw it in the trash can, and it would explode, which I thought that the trash can was rigged. So whichever he threw in would explode. But he put it in a clear case for us all to see, and I thought it was well done.
Yeah.
Granted, the may have switched it, but
Exactly.
I
it
thought
still
about
looked
that
Thank you,
too.
Daniel.
But it
Thank
looked
you.
good, so I'll give it to him.
Thank you.
And he deserved to go through, and let's
Okay.
see what he comes back with.
All right, let's talk about the Craig Lewis band
Let's
duo.
do it.
Whoa! Oh! Crotch shot. Kevin John crotch shot.
Let's not go to that. Good, we got rid of Kevin.
Oh.
Get out. What are you pulling a Daniel?
All right, so Kevin John, sit your ass down. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, and the Craig Lewis band is a duo. They have a really interesting dynamic. They met at a talent show, and they basically think they both won. But they're so good, and I'm gonna go first because they sing "This Is a Man's World," and the first guy sings, he rocks it, and once the second one starts belting out, you're like, "Holy mackerel! This is amazing!" I was gonna say
You were
amazing.
about to say Asian.
Yeah, I was.
Racist.
That was kind of racist.
That was,
Yeah,
I
well.
caught that one.
That was totally racist. No, I agree. I thought that they were great. They complemented each other very well. If they both sang sounding the same, then it'd be like, oh, okay, they're both, why are they together? But I thought they complemented each other very well. I liked it very much. I would like to see more.
And they both have a lot of personality.
Yes.
Yeah, and they were a Jewsin.
What?
That's amazing with Jews.
Oh, that was
Oh,
racist.
oh God.
I'm all racist.
Well, they definitely took us to church.
Yeah.
Man's World is one of my best songs ever, so everybody can't sing it like that, but you could definitely feel the pain and sacrifice in their voice. So it was very good. I definitely want to see if they could do something out of that range and see how that still comes over with the crowd. But I mess with them.
So you said that they took you to church.
Yeah.
Would you kneel like a dog at the foot of their lies?
There's only one man I would get on my knees for.
Kevin John?
Okay, well, I'm not God, but speaking of me, I'll say this.
I was going to say you, but
I'm taken.
No one kneels for Daniel. Yeah. Well, his dog kneels for him.
Only
he
Santa.
told me he was Jesus.
Kevin, go.
So I think I'm going to go because this is getting really awkward up here.
Go.
And, I will say this. There comes a point in time when, like maybe once a year on this show, once a season, where you see an incredible talent that just takes your breath away. Where you're literally watching in awe and are speechless with your jaw to the floor, just wondering what you've seen. This was a performance. If you put Ray Charles, Al Green, Otis Redding, Biddy King, and put them all together, and
They would
somehow
smell
magically
bad
make
because
two,
they're all dead.
It would be the both of them. These guys were amazing. They were incredible, and if they're not in the top 3, I'm raising hell.
That's hardcore.
I am
that
raising
was
hell.
But right now they're working for food, so they're not really
Yeah,
doing
I
a
mean,
lot.
my goodness.
Well, they won't have to be working for food much longer because they'll be having some filet mignon up in here.
oh my goodness. All right.
That was not, if I said they were having watermelon and grits, then that would be racist.
I was just trying to keep this thing.
I could go for watermelon right now.
Maybe they'll have sushi. Who knows? I didn't mean to point to Kaori when I said that.
Yeah, but where?
Maybe some locks and
He pointed at her like, you.
I know.
she."
Okay. All right, let's talk about Stevie Carr, the professional regurgitator. I'm not going to
Hated
really
it.
divulge in it, but it was kind of gross. You know, he had pennies numbered and he regurgitated them out in the number that he said he would. And then he ended up regurgitating sugar after drinking water and sugar. And it was just something that sure, it's a talent, but it's not something I would pay money to go see.
This is the thing I'm going to say with them. If you can make regurgitation, which is probably the most disturbing, disgusting, and horrific thing to look at.
Agreed.
If you can make regurgitation entertaining, engaging, interactive, and able to watch, then you've won me over. I think that this guy was able to do all the above.
There's a dirty joke for women out there. But anyway.
Say it.
No. Let's go on.
All right.
What is it?
Nope.
That's what I was thinking. If a woman can regurgitate.
This is so gross.
All right, Daniel.
But basically, no. Whatever. I couldn't watch it. I actually turned around and listened to the audio. I actually couldn't watch it. It was just too gross, too disgusting. So I would have not let him go through.
Yeah, I wouldn't have let him go through. I was really shocked that everyone really enjoyed it.
I don't want to take my kids to see that. And we're in Vegas. I just ate good. I'm not trying to see that. Never mind. Daniel?
I found it entertaining. I thought he didn't throw up anything gross. He shot some stuff up out his mouth. And you swallow a penny and then throw it back up in the order asked to do. I thought that was pretty talented, and I thought that he actually had charisma, and he put on a fun show. I would like to see what more he does, and that may be it after that.
You need to regurgitate some of those teeth.
But where does he go from here? You know,
That's what I'm saying.
To the orthodontist.
He may only have
Exactly.
one more
He needs
step
to-
from this. But
What is it
I
left?
thought that this by itself was entertaining. Yes, Cameron.
What could he regurgitate that you would want to see? Like, what is something that he could swallow that would be entertaining for him to bring back up?
Well, that's a question for you too, because you're
I
disgusting.
don't want to see him at all. Once it's in your stomach and your mouth, I'm done.
Yeah.
But what if it was like something he was just regurgitating dollar bills?
He need to regurgitate one of those bombs from the other guy earlier, from one of those firecrackers. See if he can get that down quick and bring that up fast enough.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Well, let's
Would
talk.
you watch that?
Maybe if he swallowed a dog and then like Wakaki or something.
No.
So
Did you just call my dog Wakaki?
no, I didn't.
No, it's YKK.
It's
I
KKK.
can't.
It's
I can't.
JK.
I can't.
Wow,
Her
Kate
dog's
named the
named
dog
JK.
You name your dog Cake? You are racist.
All right, you know what? Let's move on to Ronnie the dancer.
Her dog has a little sheet on the
Oh my gosh.
Let's talk about Ronnie the dancer because he comes out a little ancient.
Yes,
Kickboxing
exactly.
and karate teacher from Vancouver. He also says he's a dancer. I'm sure he's really good at parties, but in a stage like this, I was shocked at how terrible he was.
Ronnie is the annoying guy that everybody sees in the club. Just dances
Yes.
and clears everybody out all night.
Yes.
Like, can we dance with my girl? I'm not trying to watch you dance. And he had Ronnie the dancer on the back of his shirt.
I'll take that one up. I'll say Ronnie is the old creepy guy that comes to the club when he's in his 50s or 60s and still trying to get it with like the 21-year-old girls out there. Like, hey, no, watch this move. I can do the whole cabbage patch. Watch this. And it's just way beyond his years.
Yes.
God bless the the old guy for going out there and having a good time.
Sure.
At the end of the day, he did a 2-finger push-up. I can't do that. Daniel can't do that. Kaori can't do that.
I can't do a
I can do
10-finger
5.
push-up.
Yes,
I can do
exactly.
5.
That's true.
So at the end of the day, for him doing a 2-finger push-up, he gets some love from me.
And I'll say this. For some of the terrible dance acts that they've had, he wasn't terrible. There have been people that are just shaking their bellies, and one guy fell off the stage. He wasn't terrible for that, but he's not a good dancer, and he doesn't belong on the show.
It was more, but he's more the.
He's just a guy who likes to dance.
He's a
Yes,
party
he
guy. He just goes to the
feels it.
party. Yeah.
He's more the kind of person you watch and you're laughing at, not with.
Yeah.
But you still take shots from him when he offers you to buy a
Yes.
shot. Like, I'll drink a shot. Hey, you're having fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, look at that old man having the time of his life, but not on this kind of stage.
Exactly. But you're not going home with me. Got you.
Well, what'd you guys think of, well, he got a no, by the way. Everyone got a yes, except for him and who did we say before? I think everyone so far got a yes.
He was the first no.
He was the first no. Okay.
That we had.
So then after Ronnie, we had Benjamin Yonatan.
Yaratan.
He pretty much He's blind. He can only see a very small percentage, a 4-degree field of view. He was adopted at 4 from Guatemala, but he wants to keep on dancing. And he's pretty much proof that you do what you want. There are no excuses. If you really want to do something, you just do it.
Here's my thing.
What's your thing?
His story is admirable. It's uplifting. It's inspirational.
You don't like them stories,
and
though.
it'll fluid. However, at the end of the day, and if you guys watch the show, you know the way I feel about backstories.
Yeah.
The show is not called America's Got Backstories. It's called America's Got Talent. And if I were to judge him specifically on his talent, meaning taking away the fact that he, is visually impaired, taking away the fact that he's only 14 years old, and if I just solely judged him on his dance, I would just say he's okay. I don't think he was phenomenal. He wasn't bad. He was okay. But the fact, because of his backstory, I understand. And like I said, I commend him for not allowing that impediment to stop him from being who he is. But at the end of the day, it was just average to me.
I do want to say, though, and I'll counteract a little bit what you said, because normally I agree with you. Backstory will only get you so far, and maybe it will only get him so far. But the fact that he did all of that, and he's mostly blind, to do something, it's not, oh, he's a good dancer for someone who's blind. It's, holy cow, he can dance and he's blind and doing the things that he was doing. That was like watching Daredevil at 14.
I wouldn't necessarily make that analogy, but I do agree with you. For him to be blind and be able to flip or skip that ballet, whatever it's called.
It's called dancing.
For him to pull off that type of dancing as a blind person, like I said, I feel is admirable. But at the end of the day, if we just started it and said, look at this guy dance, would you be praising him for his dance?
But what if you watch him without that?
No, answer my question. Would you be praising him for his dance?
If I did not know he was blind?
Yeah.
No. But
Okay.
if I showed you that and you said, oh, he wasn't bad, and I said, he's blind, you'd go, whoa, really?
Well, of course, because he had to overcome that hurdle to do that.
Exactly.
But I'm not defeating
Close your
that.
eyes and dance.
Okay. I mean, we don't have time for me to do that.
Cameron, do you care to be
I mean, all I'm saying is I'm a numbers and analytics guy, and I know it's all about ratings and stories would sell tickets, and, it was inspirational for him just to have that amount of courage.
Yeah.
But he wasn't, one of those dancers.
Yeah.
But he was good enough to be moved on. I think he should keep moving. I mean, I want to see these people grow. That's the thing. You want to go on their journey.
See, I think that he was good. I don't think he was good enough to move on. I know that sounds kind of harsh because, given the circumstances and it's inspirational, he took he goes through an extra obstacle. Are you falling asleep? I was listening to you.
No, I'm not falling asleep. I'm
Okay.
sitting next to you.
But you weren't like that.
I can't put my head down?
Okay, moving on. So the next lady
What's
was
wrong with you?
87 years old.
Okay, yes. Next lady. Well, I was basically saying that he was a good dancer, but I don't think I would pay money. Honestly, guys.
That was Kevin this
I'm going to cry now. Shirley Claire,
Woo!
former showgirl,
Yes.
87
wow.
years old.
Yes.
Kevin John kept complimenting her boo-boos.
Yes.
What? I was not.
And
I said,
we're not talking about her owies.
Yes.
I'm saying
Yes.
it looked like she had surgery done. That was
mean-
an observation.
But it was an observation mentioned more than twice or 3 times or 4 times.
It was a multiple
5 or 6
observation.
times.
I mean, listen.
But we're not judging her on her plastic surgery. We're
No.
judging
You
her on her
were.
talent. Right?
All right, well, let's let Cameron go first.
I think
CP.
she's sexy. I think she's hot. I don't care if she's 87. I'd still do her.
Oh.
Hi, we're still waiting on the check.
I'm going to walk off on that one right there. Come back after I throw up.
I fly her to Miami, and I put it on social media, the whole thing.
You know we're in LA, right?
No, that's why I get her out of LA.
All right, Daniels. We lost the number.
Both Daniels or just one of us?
That's not what happened.
I feel like, again, she was not a terrible singer for someone who's 80 or in her 80s or
Sure.
whatever, but not a good singer.
Yeah.
I don't think she should be on the show, and I don't find her that attractive.
I was very
She's too young for me.
I was very surprised that she made it through.
I mean,
Because
look at
her
her.
singing isn't great.
That's because she's backstage.
What?
What?
She's hooking up the staff. She's back there looking
Oh
out.
my God.
Okay, I think Cameron needs to go on sugarmama.com or findagrandma.com.
You didn't feel that infectious personality and that she could persuade anybody to do anything.
She can persuade you to do anything.
Yeah.
This is my thing with her, and this goes. And I don't mean to sound like a critic, or
someone
like
on
I'm
a
being
podcast.
overly critical of them. But my thing is this: if you take away the fact that she's 87 years old, take away the fact, and you just saw somebody that sang like that, would you just be amazed at that? I think the fact that, kind of like Daniel said with the blind guy doing the thing, I think the fact that she's pushing 90 and she's able to get out there and sing is admirable. I think that's great. And she wasn't a bad singer. I honestly do not think she was bad. She wasn't great or phenomenal, but she wasn't bad. She was average. But I think the fact that she's so old is the reason why they pushed her through.
But the fact that she got 3 yeses, and I was surprised that she made it through. She was entertaining, but I mean,
she got a
come on.
yes for every husband she murdered.
Yeah, pretty much.
that was funny.
She was
right
like
there.
the
That
Black
was
Widow
good.
right there. Okay, so then we had a really big montage of some pretty good stuff.
You need a montage.
The treadmill dance crew, which was pretty impressive. The roller skate crew, which was pretty impressive.
They were dope.
I hope we see
They were
more of
dope.
them. And then we had Zachary, spelled with an X,
Zachary.
who hopes he didn't get any X's this time, and he uses Heidi as his assistant to get cut in half. Yeah, what'd you guys think of this thing? I mean, it's a typical magic trick, right?
The only difference was he had Heidi, who wasn't a trained assistant.
But I
as
feel like
opposed
she
to
was. I'm really skeptical
Yeah.
I
about
don't-
They
that.
practiced
Thank you.
that.
I kind of like Kaori, and I said this from the get-go, whenever they have judge interaction with their acts, I'm very skeptical about that as well, because I don't think it's just some random, they come out there, oh, can I have you?
Maybe.
With these acts, they have to
Right.
discuss everything that they're going to do beforehand. If a judge is going to be involved or interacted, they know that beforehand. All of this stuff has to be cleared because it's a liability. If you
Yeah.
bring a judge up there, not for 1 second do I think that she was just, oh, I didn't know I was going to be
Oh, right.
selected. Oh. No, I think all this is done, and I'm not bashing the show for that, but it's just that show protocol. You
Well,
have to know.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
also, I think like the way Heidi was reacting to it, she felt like she really knew what was happening. Even though at the end she was like, "Oh no, I wasn't in on it at all." I was like, "Oh come on, girl, I
Yeah,
think
it was
you
terrible.
were."
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, her legs was to the bank when he opened it up. It
Yeah.
just it didn't look right.
I think, and the thing is, if you're gonna do magic, you have to do an original trick or something that we haven't seen. That's like the oldest
Yep.
trick in the book.
Yes.
That's like the solid lady. We saw that like 80 years ago.
Yes.
You know. So I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I probably wouldn't have passed it through.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Do you have any say on this?
No, I pass on him.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's move on to Alicia, the singer. She's a good singer, really phenomenal, but I'm not going to lie, it was kind of a boring moment for me. Kind of boring.
I agree. It's one of those things, and I've said it every season. She is a fantastic singer. She has a great skill, but it's not. I can't say that she's one of a kind.
Yeah, no.
Yes, she's the top. She is very talented for a singer, but she doesn't have anything special, and it's kind of boring. And
I mean, I liked her haircut. I liked her whole little quiet loudness about her. And then when she got on the mic, I had no clue that she was gonna sing with that much soul. So I would like to see her how she grows.
Okay.
I like to see how she grows. I mean, she was very quiet into herself, but when she got on the mic, she just roared. I mean, it wasn't like they said the pitch wasn't there, but you know, in time, maybe
Sure.
she could maybe be something.
I'm curious to know if she's already been signed or whatever, because they do that a lot at America's Got Talent. What do you think?
I think, I pretty much agree with everybody. I think she was a great singer. I mean, she has some soul in her. She opened her eyes, I was like, man, is that Aretha right
Yeah.
there? You know,
Detroit.
she had serious Motown. She had serious soul in her, but it wasn't, I mean, that's just really what it was. It was a great singer, a lot of soul. I wasn't thoroughly entertained or like, jumping out of my seat for her, but, great voice, great soul.
Okay. All right. Well, she made it through, and then there was a slew of no's, really bad acts. And then next we have Young Blood, and they say that it's going to be something that they've never seen before. Basically, this guy is a busboy at a bowling alley, but he has figured out he has a magic trick, a special talent where he drinks milk and he
through his nose.
through his nose and spits it out of his eye into a martini glass. Blech.
Exactly.
That's-
Unless you're a woman, I don't need milk coming out of nowhere
Oh my
else.
God.
That's the only thing that milk is authorized.
Seriously, where is the check? We've been waiting for like 15
That's it.
minutes.
You drink milk, women and cows is what
Oh
other
my God.
animals.
Can I see your manager, please?
Yeah, let me check who's making the milk back there.
But okay, but this act, Young Blood, what did you think of his act?
I turned around like the regurgitator. I didn't want to see milk coming out of a guy's eyeball. Something coming out of a woman's nipples, maybe.
Oh my God.
But not a
Okay.
guy's eyeballs.
Kevin. You got Kevin silent. All right, Daniel.
It's not a. Kevin said this while we were watching it, which is, it's a talent in the way that we can't do that. However, it's not an act or a show or anything that we want to watch or see again.
And it's
So,
definitely not
no,
an
thank
hour-long
you.
show in Vegas.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Like where could he like?
Nope, we're not going there.
I could see it maybe doing kids'
Nope.
birthday parties.
But you
or
would pay an
things of
hour
that
for
sort.
boob lady.
So,
Check bartender.
We're just gonna leave.
anyways,
Get rid of
the
it.
crazy thing is that Mel B and Howie Mandel said yes to him, but the other two said no, so he didn't make it through. But I thought that was kind of weird that even two wanted to see more. I don't know what for. Or
Well,
I
Howie's
think-
weird anyway.
yeah.
I think they did it just to be weird because they knew that if they say yes, the other people will say no and it won't go through. But they could look like, oh yeah, we like the weird, we like stuff like this, but be safe and not have it go through.
Right.
All right. And then next we had Derek Hughes, who happens to be a magician. And not only is he a magician, but he's pretty funny as well. So kudos to that. And basically he has a deck of cards that, you know, they pick a card and the card ends up being in his ass crack, which was pretty hilarious. Yeah, I would love to see more, and I enjoyed his magic.
Bet you would.
Good. Oh,
About crack?
good one.
Well, say that Kaori does kind of have a thing for magicians. You know, I'm not shocked at all that she enjoyed that. You know,
I
but
do like magicians, it's true.
Yeah, we all like you. You love musicians, but you know, we all like musicians.
Look, just because she used to date Houdini doesn't mean that she's into all magicians.
Okay, Houdini, Dave Copperfield, Chris Angel. Do you want me to keep going?
I like them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Houdini's been dead since before Kaori was born. Kevin.
But he's a
missed the
magician, so he's
Oh,
alive.
so
maybe
anyways, yeah, I liked his comedic spin on it. I could have did without the whole car coming out of the crack thing, but hey, you
It
know,
came out of his deck.
yeah, I mean, he made it interesting. So
All right.
I agree. I thought that at first he tried to do a little bit at the beginning that I thought his timing wasn't great with. He pretended like he was going to do a weird nose juggling thing, and then it turned out he's a comedy magician, which is great. But I just don't think he sold that joke well enough.
Yeah, I agree.
So he got a little bit of a rocky start, but he was good enough to bring it back. And I think that he
Yeah.
did bring the judges and the audience back over to his side, because people were like, wait, what? I don't get it. Oh, okay, it was a joke. But after that, I thought he was really good and entertaining, and I would definitely like to see more of him. And by that, I mean his talent. By that, I mean his butt.
Yeah, I actually like that it was in his butt crack. I thought it was great.
No, I'll bet you did.
I did.
I know you like
It's
that
different.
in magicians. Yeah.
It's different. I mean, come on. Well, what did you think?
I agree with this guy over here.
My name's Daniel. Why does everybody forget that?
I agree with Daniel, except I wouldn't have passed him. I like the way he rebounded and recovered and kept us entertaining, but he didn't do anything special.
I will say the one thing that does bother me about magicians is they usually have 90 seconds to do their whole act, and it seems like they allocate a lot more time to them,
Yeah.
and that's a little frustrating. But that being said, let's go to the final act. Jaylen and Olga, dancers of Freckled Sky, they have a mastermind named Val, who is the creator
Love
of Freckled
Val.
Sky. So basically, they just a dance act with rain and just sequences, precision, and it was amazing. And I think they can probably go all the way.
Yeah.
This is the group I think
My
can go
favorite.
all the way.
They took we've seen now, I feel like it's become a genre, the multimedia dancing.
Yes.
But I think they took it to a whole nother level. They had actual rain on stage, and then they went backstage, and then there was digital rain, and they jumped back and forth between being digital and being live action. I thought they did it so well, and they were awesome. And we were sitting there talking about how this would be awesome to see it live, and we were there that episode.
We
that
were
they were
there.
taping, and we walked in right after this.
Yeah, we
so
walked
we didn't
in
see it live.
right after that because Kevin was busy flirting.
Actually, Kevin was not flirting. Kevin was busy enduring getting hit on. So
I'm
anyways,
sorry, you're
Who
a
are you
cute
hitting on
man.
Dana, that was the creepiest thing you've ever said.
That is not the
But I
creepiest
liked
thing
it.
I've ever said.
No, they were great. I mean, there's really not a lot I can say that you guys haven't already said. It was magical. It was amazing. They were wet. They were in unison. They had the story. They incorporated the media graphics behind them, and they were spot on. Everything was great. It's really the one that you say I want to see more of, and it was the perfect way to cap off
good.
an amazing episode.
I'm so curious to see how.
And they're putting interracial dating back on the map.
That was the best
Who
part
says
of
they're
it.
dating?
I mean, who says they haven't already started it?
That's true. We don't know. They don't
They're
disclose
already
that
dancing in the
information.
rain.
And we know Daniel's for interracial couples.
Well, what do you think?
Who I don't want to meet the person that isn't.
Kaori's racist.
They were definitely the best. Back to our theme song of the night. Like you said, I just want to see more. I mean, how can they top that? But it was definitely exciting. I like what Kevin said earlier about it'd have been nice for them to come out dry.
Yeah.
That would've been dope.
Like,
That'd be
ooh,
I
crazy.
would
man.
have lost it.
'Cause it was wet real quick. As soon as the lights went dark, they're wet.
Yeah.
So to come out of dry would have been cool, but
I feel like the only way
Yeah.
they could do that is if they had twins of themselves that were
That's-
dry already.
Who knows?
That could be arranged.
Well, they got the golden
Where did it
buzzer
go?
by Howard Stern. So
Oh.
Howard Stern used his golden buzzer. Actually, Heidi Klum was about to use it, but Howard took it instead. That being said, that wraps up this audition rounds. What was your favorite and worst act of the night, everybody? I'll go
Well,
first.
I mean, without a doubt, I mean,
The
Craig Lewis band.
Oh, what? That's your favorite?
Are you serious?
Okay,
Did you watch the episode tonight, Kaori?
Yes.
Craig Lewis band by far was my most favorite. Least favorite would probably go to. Oh man, I would probably say would go to. The Milk Dude.
The milk dude?
The
Okay.
Milkman.
All right.
Milkman.
my favorite tonight was my boo, the Hollywood Madam.
What?
Yeah, she just came up
right.
there. She reminded me of Hollywood back in the day. She had a big Marilyn Monroe field tour, and that just captivated me with her eyes. So
Alright.
she was my favorite, and the Regurgitator. I mean,
Okay, yeah,
he
that's
just,
the other
you
side.
know,
All right, Daniel.
I liked Jaylen and Olga. I thought they were definitely the best.
All right.
And my least favorite of the night, as I am trying to remember.
Okay, well, here's a list.
I don't know. There were some people that I didn't think were great. So, whatevs, man.
Okay, well, I definitely think hands down, Jaylen and Olga were the best. I wanted to see them over and over again. It was that same Kenichi feeling. And I would say the worst, easily.
You don't know.
Ronnie. You gotta go with Ronnie.
Sure. Well,
Hey,
no.
he did a 2-finger push-up.
No, I'm gonna say the not the regurgitator, the milk,
milkman?
the milk guy, the milk guy. That was
Young
really bleh.
Young blood.
Young blood. That being said, let's move on real quick to some news and gossip, or a news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Yeah.
Guess what, guys? America's Got Talent won Tuesday night ratings. That's right. They won Tuesday night ratings. They had, they did really good. So yeah.
They should. It was a great show.
I'm like,
was awesome.
Well
Who are they
said.
competing with Tuesday night?
okay, let's
A rerun of Big Bang Theory.
No, Hell's Kitchen. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Extreme
still
weight
on?
loss. Yeah.
I didn't know that was
Wait. Are you
What?
smarter than a fifth grader? Extreme
With
weight
Bill
loss?
Cosby?
No, and extreme weight loss, as well as Fox's Hell's Kitchen. So there was a
Bill's
lot.
Kitchen.
All right, and so it's still, the number one network show on television. And
Congrats.
oh yeah, and also iZombie as well. I think it goes against iZombie. So, yay, AGT. And then now let's move on to predictions, if we have any. Predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
My prediction: pain. I'm gonna say that every time.
Um,
Pain.
I'm gonna say the Regurgitator.
Pain.
I'm gonna say the Regurgitator. 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 I'm gonna I mean, I've said this over and over again. I predict that the last act is going to be in the top 6. In the top 6. They have to be.
Jaylen and Olga.
Yeah.
I predict that, and I also predict the Craig Lewis band will be on the final top 6 as well.
Oh, you said top 3 earlier on.
I did say top 3.
Well, you
I
have to
may
be in the top
recant
6
that.
to be in the top 3, so he's
Yeah.
That's true.
technically
Yeah, they'll be in the top 6.
Okay. All right.
And I also predict that the 87-year-old woman, what's her name, Sheila, or we know Cameron knows her
Mrs.
name.
Cameron.
Yeah.
I don't think we're
Let's
going
call her Miss Penny.
Yeah, the 80s Shirley Claire.
Shirley Claire.
I predict that Cameron will
Shirley
stalk
can't be serious.
Shirley Claire after this episode and end up getting a date with her by the end of this year.
I predict that we're not going to see much of her anymore. She might be like made it through and then she just suddenly poofs into thin air. and we
Die?
see her.
You trying to kill her already?
I'm just saying.
Dang, she didn't kill Shirley.
I mean-
I mean, she's 87.
So,
Alright.
nah, I mean, well, what was the sky? What was the people with the water? What was her name again?
Oh, Jaylen and
Olga.
Olga.
Yeah, I mean,
People and names.
there was. I mean, everybody was good. I don't know. I can't see anybody. Nobody really had anything that I would actually want to pay to go see yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even them?
I mean, it would have to be. They had to add some more people and a lot more water.
Okay. All right. You.
My prediction is this waiter gets fired. Where is my check?
Really? What did you predict?
I think my prediction is that Nick Cannon will drop another album that nobody will buy.
He's a gigolo.
That's rough. That's rough. But
And I think that the Regurgitator, my prediction is he's going to come back in the next round and do something to blow everybody away.
I don't know how.
I don't
I
either,
don't.
but
I
he's
don't
going to
want
do
to
it.
see anything being
Yeah, I don't want
regurgitated.
exactly.
Well, that being said, that wraps up this Insane's panels review on America's Got Talent right here on AfterBuzz TV. But you guys can follow us for the whole entire week at where at everybody? Starting over there, Kevin.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HeyKevinJohn.
Okay.
You can follow me on Instagram at Cameron Penny. That's Cameron with a C, Penny like the money.
And wow, your Twitter.
Oh, Twitter at Yotown Music with an S.
Okay.
Follow me, everything is alright. You can follow me at It's Daniel Weiss on the Twitter device.
And
Corey?
you can follow the whole entire AfterBuzz team at AfterBuzz TV. And also, don't
True.
forget to send over questions, comments on America's Got Talent and the After Show as well at hashtag ABTVAGT. ABTVAGT. That's a lot of just letters. And you can follow me at KAORIOUS on Twitter as well as Instagram. And we will catch you guys next week for some
Thank you
more
guys. I really enjoyed this
AGT.
first
Thank
last
you.
week.
Yeah,
Welcome.
yeah. Bye.
Appreciate
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.